So we have picked now one of the easy problem from the lead code, which basically says the backspace string compare. So we'll go through the problem statement, understand the examples, and then we'll try to solve it. So it says given two string s and t. So this is s and then this is t. Uh, Return true if they are equal. So we have to return true if they are equal. Then again, it has some condition. It says when both are typed into empty text editor, then the hash basically means a backspace character. Okay. Note that after backspace and empty text, the text will continue to be an empty, which is fine. So now let's go ahead and try to see what basically it means. So it says if we have AB has C and AD has C, then both are true. The reason being, both string S and T are becoming A and C. How do we do that? So in empty text editor, if I'm going to write it, if I type A, then I will type B. Then if I encounter the hash character, then I have to hit a backspace. Then I can write C. So the first string, S has become A and C. Now let's go ahead and write the second T string. So I can type A, I can type T. Now I encounter the hash character. Then I have to click on the backspace. Then I can write, C. So that's why the both strings are same. So that's why here it's been written as a true. Now what if we see the another string? So it says again the similar thing. I encountered A, B, and then hash. Hash basically means I have to go back and remove the B from the picture. Then I go ahead and see the hash. Then I have to come back and remove the D from the picture. Similarly, if I encountered, so that means basically it's an empty string. Here, if I encounter hash, I have to go back, remove C, then I read D, then I read hash. Basically, then I have to remove D. So both are basically same. Here, if you see, this is kind of some special character. If I encounter twice, then both of them will just understand this one is special case. Here again, both are not same because this will return as a C, this will return as a B. So we're returning as a false. So what's been happening here in JavaScript, basically a string can be thought of an array of string. That means we can either traverse from the start or we can traverse from the end. And what is happening here, if you're encountering any hash character, special character, let's say if we start reading this string from the start, matching both of them from the start, right? Then if we encounter some hash character, then we have to go back and kind of revert or remove those changes from the string, and then move again forward to match another character with another pair. So instead of every time doing that, it would be easier if we start matching the characters from the end. So that would be a lot easier. And if we encounter a hash character, then basically we know that we have to jump I index from here to twice directly here, right? We have to click a backspace, then basically means we have to remove directly this one. But we have one special case, this one. What we mean by that, let's say if my I is at the end of character, I encounter a hash, and if I do I minus minus twice, then I'm coming to the B, which is not a hash character. Then I will start matching B with another character, which is wrong. So for any hash character, let's say if I got a hash character here, then I know I had to move I by 2. From the top, the experience from here we know. If I encountered a hash, then instead of moving I from hash to B index, we can directly move to the index A, like twice I can do I minus minus. If the characters are matching, then I have to do I minus 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 1. If minus 1, if characters are not matching, then I is equals to minus 2. That is for the case. But this is special scenario. What is happening here? If hash is coming twice, then basically we know that if I'm at this particular index, then I'm basically moving twice, that is 4 times backward, right? I'm removing all the 4 characters for that. So that I have to just think like how we can do that. So that would be a simple scenario to understand that. But before doing that, let's understand this flow once more. How we are going to do that? We'll just go ahead and see that. Let's clear the drawing from the zoom window and we'll see. So let's say if I have A, B, then I encounter some hash character, C, D, then I encountered E, some hash character, and then let's say G. Another string is again A, then let's say D, some hash character. It's not or should be always case that hash is coming both of string at the same place. It may or may not come, which is fine. Then we can have C, we can have D, then let's say we have F, then we have some hash character, and then G. Let's start matching them from the end one. So if both of them are matching, then we are good. If they are not matching, we can directly go ahead and return the false. If both of them are matching, then we have to do I equals to I minus 1. So that means I will point to here, J will point to here. Now, since we encountered the hash character, then we have to kind of go ahead and click backspace. That means we don't have to match this E with this F. Now we have to match the D with this particular block. And we know that if you're encountering hash twice, then that is the special case scenario. We'll be doing I equals to I minus 2. But for both the hash, let's say if encountering A, B, and then hash and hash, right? Then for both of the hashes, like twice, we have to remove this twice. Like if I'm here, I have to go minus 4 till then. That we have to do. So we'll just go ahead and write the solution, and then we'll see how we are doing it. So we need two variables. I equals to s dot length, and let j equals to t dot length. And how will run if we're starting from the end? Either one of them reached out till the end of the 0 character, we'll be reading them. So while I is greater than equals to 0, or j is greater than equals to 0. So here, what is the scenario? So one of the scenarios, if the characters in any one of the string, we are encountering the hash character. So if s of I equals to hash, or p of j equals to hash, then we know that we have to basically skip few things, or move pointer twice. That we have to do. If that is not the case, then basically we have to match those characters. If they are matching, we are good. Good basically means we have to decrease both I pointer and j pointer once. If they're not matching, then we have to return the false. So if s of I not equals to t of j, then we can return false. If this is not the scenario, then we have to do I minus minus. We have to do j minus minus. And if you're coming out of the loop, then we can just go ahead and return true. Now let's go ahead and write this move pointer twice. If you're encountering this special hash character, the backspace, then what we need to do? So we can get this hash either into the first string or the second string. So let's say if you're encountering into the first character, if s of I equals to hash, then basically we need to move the pointer twice. What do we mean by that? Like we need to do I equals to I minus 2. And we need to also think about this particular hash scenario. So instead of doing by this way, let's define some variable. Let's move pointer by 2 index. 2 character. Yeah, okay. So we can say while move pointer is greater than 0, then go ahead and decrease I, and also decrease move pointer as well. So that means for the very first scenario, like this character, this will take care, right? This will check how many times we are doing I minus minus. We are doing I minus minus twice only. But what if, let's say, if you're here, we encountered another hash character, then we can just inside while loop, we can check that if s of I equals to again a hash character, then we don't have to do anything. We just have to update our move pointer variable. That's it. We can write move pointer equals to move pointer and plus 2. In that case, we are done with this case and the special case as well. And the same should be copy pasted for the second string. So if you're encountering the hash character into the second string, which is nothing but the t, so we have to go ahead and update s with the t, I with the j. J minus minus t of j, then move pointer to move pointer plus 2, which is fine. So now I think this should be good. Len g th, cool. Now let's go ahead and try to run it. Yep. So looks like the 3 test cases are passed. We can just go ahead and submit it. Cool. Few seconds ago it got accepted. So now let's go ahead and see its time and space complexity. Time complexity, what we are doing, we are basically reading each character only once, right? So it would be like we are not going for each character twice. So that would be big O of, let's say, n plus m, right? And what about the space complexity? We are not storing any variables, like these are some simple number variables, so that would be big O of 1. Cool. That's it we have for this session. Thanks.